The death of Farley was probably one of the more difficult things to write because I so did not want to do it. But then you've got lifespans, and he was over 13, too old for an Old English sheepdog, so he had to go. And how do you make it happen so that it's not taking him to the vet and saying goodbye there? It had to have some kind of drama. So I wrote the story about April going down to the creek with her boat, and he rescues her in the creek. Meanwhile, Charles Schulz said to me, if you have that dog die, I'm going to have Snoopy hit by a truck at exactly the same time, and nobody's going to read your stupid strip. So I didn't tell him. I wrote it quietly, privately, didn't tell him. And so when the story ran, he was blindsided by it, was very angry with me, seriously. And it was funny because we're all so convinced that our characters are real that instead of Schulz being mad at me, he was mad at April. And he said, that stupid little girl should never have gone down to that creek. What the heck was she thinking? Where were her parents? And I thought, isn't that funny that he blames the character? But the thing that really blows everybody away is that you never know what is going to happen on the day that something runs. You send the work in 6 to 8 weeks in advance. And the headlines change hour by hour, day by day in the newspapers. And so the day that Farley died was the time of the Oklahoma bombing. Everybody was overwhelmed. It was the first real terrorist act that was so part of everyone's day that when it happened, we were all aching and sore and confused, and I'm overwhelmed now when I'm talking about it, that to have a favorite dog die in the comic strips on that same day, people were reading it in the subway and in tears, probably not realizing that it was not so much the death of a cartoon character as it was their feeling betrayed and beyond grief by this act of incredible cruelty and stupidity. That's what made the death of Farley sink in.